All right.
But Mike, please mute between.
I think we're loud.
Because you breathe so heavy, my man. I love you, but you are a.
All right, I'm the host. I'm the host this week, and welcome to our breakdown of the favorite Breaking Bad episode power rankings. I'm going with Ozymandias as number 1. Anyway, Julian, I'll let you take over from here.
All right, welcome to the Mizzou. Welcome to the Mizzou basketball podcast known as Circle Up.
Yeah.
Where we talk about Missouri basketball and only Missouri basketball, except when I leave the pod and Curtis and Michael start talking about Breaking Bad.
Just one time.
Because they've never left the late 2000s. So, guys, 4 days, 3 days, I'm not good at counting. I did a lot of traveling from Thursday till now, but no games have been played. So really no new information has been created. So I thought today it would be worthwhile to do a fun little exercise. We're like 5-6 games into the season. Some players are rising to the top. Some players we haven't seen much of. And I thought it'd be a curious exercise for us. I'm gonna share my screen here. For us to kind of do a little rating here on our player rankings. If you were to rate the Missouri basketball roster from top to bottom, who are you taking first, second, third? And I don't want this on potential. I want this on who is currently playing at the level right now. Okay.
Okay.
And
sorry, I was sharing the link.
And for our crowd, I sprung this on them. They were not expecting this. This was not previewed. I just walked in, I sat down, I said, we're doing a player power poll here.
Okay, so this decision just got made like less than 5 minutes ago. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine with a draft, like a ranking from each of us. I also wouldn't hate a snake draft.
And then what, we compare our teams?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think.
See, this is what could have happened. We could have at least thought about the idea. Not.
I'm not this.
We'll go with your idea. We'll go with your idea. I think mine was better.
We can't snake draft. How many men are on this team? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Can't snake draft a 14-person team.
Look,
hope one of you can see the YouTube comments.
I'm sorry, Trent Burns. You're not getting picked. Okay, it's
not,
you said not on potential, so he's off.
It's not on potential. I'm currently one screen Andy, so I can't see the YouTube comments. So it's going to be up to one of you.
I actually have the chat up, and we've got but it's very lively. We've got no comments so far.
Dude,
but I did just share the link.
Just shared the link.
We're a little bit late tonight,
so let's all make our first pick. Michael, you're going to go first this time. It's pretty obvious you should be, I think.
Are you muted? Yeah, are you muted?
You just keep pulling the mic up to your mouth and then he doesn't say anything.
No, he's not. He's not muted.
But he's not. There's no noise coming through.
Okay,
talking.
now you're muted. Unmute
muted?
yourself now. Try it again. I don't know. It seems like Mike's mic is not. Oh, there we go. There we go.
We're back.
Had you clicked the mute button on the microphone, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the faster way to do it. You should get used to that. Yeah.
It's too tactile. Remember. Shout out China. Shout out everyone.
Yeah, of course.
First pick, Robinson.
Robinson?
Okay.
Why?
I mean, clear cut number one who can handle the ball and facilitate the offense.
But how he's playing right now?
Yeah, I'll still take him.
Curtis?
I mean,
oh no, sorry,
yeah.
Mike, keep going.
No, you're good. You're good. No, Curtis.
And we're going right onto me.
Yep.
Yeah.
My pick.
Do you
I'm going
with Ant number one.
No. But yeah, and so, I mean, we'll get to this because I'm going Mark Mitchell number 1, which I thought was the clear one. I thought we said we weren't doing it based on potential. Not that Ant wasn't great. I mean, I remember talking at Thanksgiving last year at my in-laws' place, essentially, talking about Ant, and he was just starting to come on and look good. I'm all for that. But what Mark Mitchell actually did, yeah, I don't really think that was much of a debate. Let's see here. Mark Mitchell, I gotta run the stream here, but it looks like Mark Mitchell. I'm trying to pull up last season's stats, and it's a little bit harder than I thought. Mark Mitchell, 14 points a game last year. I guess Ant had 9 and 3.5 assists versus Mark having 14 and 2 assists per game roughly. But
I'm with you, Curtis. It's Mark Mitchell.
okay.
Mark Mitchell has played the best so far this season on the team. He is the reason I think we beat SEMO, basically. And while I think his only inconsistent games were the exhibition and Howard. Besides that, Mark has been a tank and the best player every single game. While Ant, I think at most has put together a half in a single game. I sometimes don't realize he's on the floor. I never not notice Mark not being on the floor.
Ant has had some flashes.
He has some amazing flashes.
I won't say like whole like comprehensive halves or anything, but Ant has had like flashes. It's not like he just doesn't do doesn't show up a lot of the time. But yeah, when Mark takes over, Mark takes over.
Okay, Curtis, your turn to go first on the second pick.
Okay, so let me this idea got sprung on us this idea got sprung
I'm
on
like
us
I did it this way because now you have to do it with your heart. You have to do it with your gut.
No, I know, but I just want to clarify some rules. So because we didn't know until we were already supposed to be started. So are we doing like on this season? Who's played the best this season?
Yes, this season.
Because I was basing it on kind of like what I already know about these guys,
season.
what I've seen. Okay, this season
This
then.
season.
Okay, I'm still going with Mark Mitchell number 1. Number 2. Oof. Okay, this is where it actually gets really, really interesting.
I know.
Right?
That's why.
And I didn't know the rules until 20 seconds ago. Okay, I had to ask.
Because I thought after Mark Mitchell it gets really interesting.
I haven't looked at the stats. I would have looked at the stats.
No, this is gut. I don't even want you.
I would assume. I would assume it's Ant. I would assume I just can't. I can't say anyone else. I know who I wanted to say if I didn't say Ant.
You're such a wuss.
Do you know who I would have said if it wasn't Ant?
I think so. I'm about to drop a little bit of a bomb here. I think.
Okay. I hope it's who I was gonna say, but I'm too much of a coward.
I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward because I hope he watches this. I hope he gets mad personally at me, and then he plays really better from here on out. Because my number 2 is Jane Stone.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that's who I was gonna say.
Jane Stone number 2.
You guys gotta throw some shrimp on the barbie.
Every time he comes on, he's making good plays.
Yeah.
His shooting's been good. He cuts really well. He finds cutters really well. He's playing a defense about as good as someone his size can play. And he is a jolt of energy. And every time he's on the floor, I notice him. I feel like he's constantly making winning plays for the team. And I don't really have a time in my mind where I went, ooh, Jane Stone, not the right move. Like, he's just like been so good.
Even when he was off, like I think he had, because he started either like 3 for 3 or 3 for 4 from 3 in the first half a few games ago. And then I think he went 0 for 4 on threes in the second half. And that's like the worst stretch that he had. But he, like to your point, there was never why'd he take that shot? Or like, what are you doing, Jaden? It was always like, sometimes they fall, sometimes they don't. But I think that's a really, really good way to describe how he's played this year. Is like, at no point have I said, "No, man, Jaden, that was stupid." And I've said that about everyone else. Besides
Michael, I'm guessing I know. Any reactions to my pick, or do you just actually agree that I'm right and you want to move on to your pick?
I'll agree.
Come on, we said we wanted more volume, more energy, Mike. What
more energy, yeah.
Come on.
I'd agree. Stone has been an offensive kind of I would say lightning bolt, lightning jolt, like what you said. Defense has been ho hum, but I'd agree with both those. You can probably guess my number 2.
Not really much to say on that one.
Yeah, we got a winner to the man in a gray shirt.
After round 2, I will say that is. I'll go back and defend my Ant pick a little bit more for the defensive aspect of it. Now that that we've all given our top 2 picks. I love Stone. You knew who I wanted to say. But I'm a coward.
But you're such a coward.
I am a coward. I know that. I'm famously a coward.
You're not molded by
Curdy
the
the cowardly
fire
dog.
side,
Okay, I get it. But And
I hope
defensively, I think
hope
brings
someone
a
in
little
chat
bit-
roasts you
little
right
more-
now.
more
I mean,
well-
3. I'm gonna
well-rounded.
do Ant for 3. At this point, like it's very obvious.
Yeah.
Like here's what you do notice when he's on the floor. No one is confident handling the ball. His defense is very good individually, of course. And when he flashes, it's very clear he's an amazing player. This placement for him is purely on the fact that he's been so inconsistent, and it might just be the level of competition. It might be he purposely is trying to get his teammates to shine right now, and he's going to try to take over more in bigger games. But whatever it is at this point, this is how
It might be that Dennis is trying to let the teammate. It might be on the rotations. It might. There's a lot of factors against these kind of mediocre opponents. But when Ant has looked good, I mean it is like stand up out of your seat, dropping a big woo, sitting at home on your couch type deal. And Jaden Stone's been like very, very solid, but he hasn't made me yell woo alone in my living room.
Michael, number 3.
Ooh, I'm between two people. I'm between
come on.
Cruz and Stone.
Ooh,
Like
You
literally
can't tell us
offense.
who you're wrestling between, okay? Spoilers. It gets in the way of our picks. You gotta commit. Gotta commit. That's what it's all
because
about.
I think Cruz is like one of the hot take high, like person you could put super high on here and like
Yeah.
get away with it.
I think we'll hit what we were kind of talking about last episode. I think his offensive like weight is been amazing this year. Defensively, him and Stone are like almost identical. So I'll go Cruz.
Wow.
I like it.
I can't believe
like
he
it.
did that.
I
'Cause
like
I'm
how much
also
difference we
going.
already
I'm
have.
also going Cruz.
I love how much difference we have already.
No, look. It was he was like kind of like a little bit hurt. Like kind of like banged up, but he was playing mostly. Dude, these last few games, he's been shooting lights out. He's been, if not statistically, our best rebounder. Like visually, just from a like viewing perspective, there were times where it's like he looked like the only dude that actually was like trying to get a rebound.
Yeah.
When we were getting out rebounded by Minnesota, where we're taller than them at every position on the floor. And he's also made like 10 of his last 14 threes or something,
Yeah.
like of the last two. Like, sure, that's enough for me. I don't care that he had a bit of a slow start. Look, it's early in the season. We haven't played many good opponents. It's all good.
Any comments so far in the chat, Curtis?
I don't even know who this is.
That's good.
This has to be one of our friends. I really hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Mike, can you say it? Okay. Michael
Yeah.
has the energy of the love child of Stanley from The Office and Eeyore. That's
Brutal.
that's Julian's dad.
That's my dad. My dad hopped on the live
chat.
stream.
Jeez, this guy needs to get it together. No, Mike's
Dude.
just so locked in on the analytics.
He just wants the best for you, I think.
No,
right.
wrestling. I can hear my kid screaming.
Oh,
So I'm on the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Gotta
I'm
be
on
quiet,
the edge
gotta
of my
be
seat right now. So,
Wow. A joke in chat taken to the real world, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've got no
Yeah.
kids, so I can keep these
Right.
babies on as long as I want.
Here's the thing. I'm about to be the brave guy once again.
Wait, isn't Mike goes first now? Because we like rotated who got first pick.
Okay,
right?
Mike, you go first this time.
Someone's got to keep some order.
No, I thought Mike went first on Jacob Cruz, so you should go first, Curtis.
I thought it was
No,
a
we did.
snake.
Yeah, we were staking it. He went. He started. He went Ant first. Yeah. That. Oh wait, no. So it's me. It's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me, but not you. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Then I'm going Jaden Stone. Yeah, we're finally getting there. And yes, look, okay, chat. I know that you guys aren't calling me out for this. I will. I know that I said I was between Ant and Jaden Stone for number 2, and then I ended up putting him number 4. It's just what happens, okay? Curdy A. Smith over here. It's all about the takes.
So then Michael is Jacob Stone number 4 is not Jacob Stone is Jane Stone number 4 for you.
Julian, now it's you.
Now it's me.
Yes.
Okay. Well, once again, you guys are cowards because the correct number 4 player is Luke Northweather.
No, I feel like it was a race to see who could
No,
pick
it's
Luke
Luke
Northweather
Northweather, dude.
first.
It's so obvious. Cruz, his past 2 games have been stellar, and I think overall he's been playing pretty well. But the fact of the matter is, you have Pierce hurt, Burns can't play yet. Phillips has been rough to start, so Luke Northweather has had to step in and play the center, and the team has played spectacular when he's on the floor. Is he an amazing scorer? No. Is he an amazing defender? No. Is he solid in every single thing and always makes the right decision? Yes. And the fact of the matter is, we play our best when he's on the floor. And he has this knack. Actually, I forgot how his name is actually spelled. Luca Northweather. The fact of the matter is, he hits a shot when it feels like it has to go down. Either like the Kappa run or like the Kappa when he come back. It's like he has this knack for, it's time for me to hit this 3, because it'd be like a really important moment for me to hit that 3. And I think he's one of those compliment players that is so vital for a team's success. And if he, like, I like to imagine if he wasn't on the roster right now, like, it would be pretty bad. Like, I think, like,
yeah, but
or
if
maybe
Trent
not bad.
Burns was if Trent Burns was healthy all year,
Like,
then,
I think without Luca out there, it would be Mark Mitchell playing 5, which would have probably still worked, but like, I think this is a much better option overall. So, and I think if there's anyone we were wrong about, all 3 of us in our preseason predictions, it's him. I think he's like smashed expectations. So he's my number 4.
I feel like we need to put like a disclaimer of like so far this season up here, not like who we think is actually the, you know, I just feel like this is going to get screenshotted
based on this season so far. Results only. No predictive future stats
or past. Yeah. That's good. I just want to, again, I could just looking at the stream, I was just like, oh man, this is going to get screenshotted, and we're gonna look absolutely insane. Okay,
I'm tweeting this out when we're done.
Good.
Okay, Michael.
Oh wow, someone compared Ant to Enzo era Ferrari, where when it is going well, nothing's better, but when it goes wrong, it's painful. You could also say that about a current Ferrari F1 team, but I guess nothing's really gone well for them lately. But
don't bring up your previous failed podcasts on this one. You're gonna curse us.
No, that's just F1. It's not failed. It's just, you know, you try getting a hold of Ian. The man moved to the desert, disappeared. Now he lives in a casino.
What's that really powerful desert drug people take and it ruins their minds?
Ayahuasca? No.
That's
Peyote? Peyote?
Something along those lines.
I don't know. All right, so now it's Michael with his sports pick.
And he's gonna bring the energy this time.
Yes,
bring the energy, bring the noise, bring the funk. I'm just gonna keep with my shtick. I'm between 2 people.
But you should have picked your second person already. This should be Jacob Stone or Jane Stone. I keep on calling Jacob Stone. It should be Jane Stone.
Stone or Porter?
No,
Mike. If you bring up 2 guys on your pick one more time, I swear to God.
In no world should Porter be ahead of Luca Northweather. Like, in no actual way should Porter be ahead.
This is why we got to stop Mike from bringing up multiple people. That you're stepping on toes.
I don't care if the Byzantine stats say that Porter has been better than Northweather. My eyes will not lie. That is not. Porter has had 1 good game. It was a great game. It was a great game. But besides that, he has been not playing well so far.
I don't know. I disagree. I guess the biased side of me is that we've played some very ho-hum teams. So I think that he's looked very good. Do I think it's going to keep up? Maybe.
What did we just put on the top of the screen, Mike?
I know. We're gonna go.
No predictive future or previous season stats.
Yeah, we'll go Stone.
Okay.
Keep the people. Keep the crew happy.
Now I'm gonna call you a coward because you should have picked Porter.
You gotta at least stand by it.
All right, me first this time.
Yeah. guess I went first.
All
and
right,
then, yeah,
so
Now
no
it gets
surprise
fun.
here. Should be Jacob Cruz. If he keeps playing like this for this season, he might rock up this list. Because shooting what he's shooting now from 3, plus the rebounding, plus playing as good as defense as he can, I think, not fouling, and actually doing things like cutting and passing. Like, you know what he's eliminated, which is so simple, but it's so important. He no longer hits a 3 and goes, I am shooting the next shot no matter what. No matter what, where I'm standing, who's in front of me. It's like, I am shooting this. He's gotten that rid of his game.
All right, come on.
So important. So yeah, Jacob Cruz number 5. And I think this is in a way like all we're doing is creating what is the best current roster that they field, but just doing
Yeah. Don't worry. I've already tweeted Jacob Cruz and told him that you put him as the 5th best player so far this year, despite the fact that he's been red hot. So
okay.
I didn't, but I should have.
Yeah, because you're a coward.
Yeah, I know. No, I don't have a login. All right, Mike.
I'll agree with Julian's previous pick with Luka. I think he has surpassed my expectations. So I'm definitely excited to keep watching him play.
I wish we could go back to our first podcast and just be like,
Well, I think the fear, like the unknown of like the big transfer who notches in a couple points a game, is there for a big body rebound, just like clogging up the paint. It's been interesting, like actually transform and I don't know if it's like transformation, because I'm sure the coaching staff and the program saw like what he brought to the table for what Gates was wanting to do. So just been kind of nice to see that, especially from a big.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Curtis.
All right. Well, this is why I hate you, because like we just haven't been able to see enough of a few, like, and we all know this. Like, there are a few guys that have played a couple of games or a few games that I would love to have higher up, but I kind of can't in good conscience because they haven't played enough.
Do you not like Luka Northweather?
I love Luka Northweather. Okay. I love Luka Northweather, but I love a couple other guys. I think there are a couple other guys that are going to be more impactful for us this season, but we're not doing predictive. And since they haven't played as many games, you've put me in a tough spot where I pretty much have to pick Luka Northweather. I'm gonna. Hey, whoa, I didn't finalize anything. Yeah, give me Luka Northweather. Give me Luka Northweather.
I'd love to.
I was thinking about it, but
Yeah, I'd love to hear what the car comp for him is.
yeah.
I got mine.
We're waiting.
I got mine. I'll
We've got
save
whoever
it
this.
for,
Also, yeah, if you're somebody that we know, please let us know who you are. But if they are someone we know, they probably won't, because that would be a better bit.
Wait, so he said Ant is what car?
He said Ant was like an Enzo era Ferrari, so like back in the day, where incredible car, very unreliable, I guess, is probably the comp there. And then he said T.O. is like a pre V-Dub era Lamborghini. Looks like he could be a world beater, but doesn't run right 70% of the time. Still looks like it's going 200 miles an hour sitting still, though. Like those are
he dropped his
vehicles.
Luka one.
And then Porter's a Jeep. Yeah.
Cheap.
Related to a Viper and a Hellcat with a flaw that is laying in wait to end the season. Yeah,
that's good.
So, yeah, man. All of these vehicles are notoriously unreliable, for the record, at least so far.
Yeah, I don't. There's a common thread. Luka, he comped to a Grenadier.
Okay.
Something from a past era, has the option to be a good vehicle, but too new yet. I was thinking his comp or at least my comp for Luka was going to be a Rivian. That has the potential, but we all know deep down that it's a money pit of
What
issues.
do you mean? By all accounts, they're great cars.
I don't know, when we were shopping for cars.
Champ. It's got to be Champ.
I was not looking at a Rivian, but like all the like consumer reports and all that stuff had Rivian as a pretty flawed vehicle. I'm not a car. I'm not a car guy.
Somebody told me in 2020 about Rivian, like one of my coworkers, and I'm a car
They're
guy,
cool.
and I didn't really
They're
know what he
cool.
was talking about. I was like, we were just talking cars one day, and I was like, I was like, if you could have any car under $100,000, and he's like, look, they're not available yet, but these like Rivian, like they're coming out with these like SUV truck like things. Like I was like an early investor, yada yada yada, and now I see him everywhere. Well, when I go to St. Johns County, I see him everywhere. The rich people.
They're slick looking cars. I don't dislike them, but
They're beautiful.
All right, who's up next with 6?
This
Mike.
would be
Back to me.
like
I'd go Porter then.
Explain. Because I disagree.
this was supposed to be my pick, but that's okay.
Oh,
You two just holding hands, deciding your picks together.
No, I'm actually like having I'm following the list here.
I thought I was following the list. Anywho, I think he has shown his potential at. Yeah, he was like notching like 11, 12 points a game, half dozen rebounds or whatever. I think for who we're playing, this is like the level that I was expecting him to play. So like him being the 5 and 6 is pretty interchangeable. Of like, okay, he has the potential to be, reliable moving forward. Obviously not predictive pick, but based on his performance, I feel comfortable throwing him at a 6.
Curtis.
I'm gonna pivot here and make my first like truly like I don't know. Some people would call it stupid. I'm still going with Sean Phillips. I don't care what the numbers or you guys' eyeballs tell you. His impact moments have been so big for me. Like again, those like get out of your seat,
Name
and
one.
yell. I'll give you like 4 of those two-handed yams, and welcome to the yams. Like right off the bat, he opened the first half with a two-handed jam, and then he opened the second half with a two-handed yam. And like, Javon Porter, like, the guy who dominated like terrible competition last year is also doing well against terrible competition. I'm supposed to be like really impressed. Like I get it. I am impressed. I like him, and maybe the name is like taken a little bit away from me, like where I don't know. I know him. I've followed him since high school. Like I followed him throughout college. Like I know a little bit too much about him. Maybe I'd be higher on him if he didn't have the name Porter. But like what I see from Phillips is like freakish potential, and it's not just potential. It's not predictive stuff. It's that no. I've seen him do these things. I don't know if he's necessarily been like he hasn't been able to contribute as much because he hasn't been able to play as much. But I think what he has done has been more impressive to like Sean Phillips to me at his best. That's going to translate. I don't know if Javon Porter, his best that we've seen so far, is going to translate. And I know it's not supposed to be predictive, but come on, you got to give me something.
My next pick is Sebastian Mack. The Mack attack. One of the only guys who can consistently drive, though it is sometimes a question if he knows why he's driving or where he's driving or his goalie at the drive. But I think he has gotten better every game. Was it against SEMO that he scored like the first 12 points? Not SEMO. Which there was a game where he scored DMI maybe that he scored like the first 12 points. When no one else looked like they cared to play in the moment.
That might have been.
He actually hit a couple threes, but that still looks rough. Like if he was hitting threes, I think he'd be much higher on this list. His defense has been pretty good, and when you consider that without him, we'd have to have someone else playing. The guard position would be like it's important. He's up there. He's a steadying hand in the sense that he can go get his own bucket if we really need to. So I think Sebastian Mack should be 6 there. I think you guys are wrong again. I don't know how I can be continuously so right and you guys can be continuously so wrong, but it is what it is.
It's impressive.
Curtis?
It actually is supposed to be Mike first again.
Okay, Mike.
Mac.
Sorry, someone's got to keep
Curtis,
us on
thanks for keeping
schedule.
me honest. I just want you to keep me honest.
Yeah,
man. That's all.
I'll echo pretty much almost exactly what Julian said with Mac.
Mac is a Crown Victoria. That's what we've been told.
Crown Victoria?
I was thinking
Yeah, like the cop car.
that or like a early '80s like SS Monte Carlo.
I don't know cars well enough to take part in this bit.
Oh no, yeah. Whoever this is, who again said he knew us as new guys, is an absolute car sicko. Yeah, he compared. He said Jaden Stone was a Holden Commodore, which was that was sold as the Chevy SS in America, and sold as the Holden Commodore in Australia. So like these are like next level. You know what I mean? Like he went with the Australian version of the GM produced vehicle. I mean, that's sicko stuff, and I really respect it. I'm sorry. All right, back to whoever I cut off.
My number 7 pick.
Yep. No, wait, but this is me.
Tua Barrett.
Well, so your guy
Woof.
coming into the season, you went.
Woof.
It ended up number 7.
It's Tua. He's had some rough games, but when I think about who's left on the list,
Yeah.
he's been better and more important than everyone else who's left on the list. And I think so far he's had some rough moments, but this most recent game, he got that last 5 minutes of the game test and he passed with flying colors. I think we're gonna, and once again, it's not predictive, but that is a great starting point for what could be happening, and yeah, and it's also kind of hopeful. I said it shouldn't be predictive, but it's hopeful too. That's like.
Yeah, there's a line of like, okay, look, no, but like, what we've seen
really,
is like,
I think
like
if you compare him
reflective.
to, if you compare to Sean Phillips and Javon Porter, and Nicholas Randall and Aaron Rowe, the only guys who've played and Boat, I think that's where he deserves to be at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at like
Lock
there's
me
a-
in for T.O. as well, by the way. We can just keep talking about him.
there's just such a drop off in minutes after TO.
whoa,
I mean, there's
whoa,
even-
Curtis,
there's-
you're putting Teal above Sebastian Mack.
Yep.
I need you to go in on that actually. But Michael, finish your thought. But Curtis, I need you to explain yourself after this.
There's just such a drastic drop off in minutes, even from like Cruz to TO. There's like a 40-minute difference, give or take. And then Barrett, Phillips, Randall, Boat, like, I mean, drastic.
Yeah.
Drastic
No, it's
fall
about
off,
to
so, like-
it's about to get ugly here.
Let's see it. Tallahassee. Let's see it.
Come on,
God,
Curtis.
you don't go to Tallahassee. By
Why
the way, just
is
in case.
Teal Barrett above Sebastian Mack for you?
It's super close, honestly. T.O.'s flashes to me have been better, and so really it just comes down to like Sebastian Mack. I really have kind of liked. I think we know what we're gonna get from him for the most part. I mean, we don't, you never know if a guy's gonna have a hot shooting night or not, but it seems like we know what we're gonna get from him, like driving the lane, yada yada yada. But I think T.O.'s flashes for me have been better. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities yet this year, and he hasn't had a lot of flashes as a result. He's had some struggles, but I do remember coming on here after 2 games. It might have been after the 3rd game, and none of us were impressed with what Mac had done yet. And I like the guy. I think he's I wasn't talking any crap on him or anything. But he was, both of them, I think Mike and I have talked about this like off camera before. They both were, T.O. and Sebastian Mack were playing some AAU ball.
You guys
Early in
both
the year.
talk off camera without me all the time.
Well, because
apparently.
the second
Hurts
the
my feelings.
stream ends, you
fly out of here like a bat
you
out of hell.
accidentally, yeah.
I mean,
you haven't even
I
finished
have
saying
I have a lot of
goodbye.
irons. I have a lot of irons in the fire.
We respect it, but it's just like
Yeah. It was like 3
bang,
times in a row where you had
dude.
to text us and be like, I didn't mean to leave so quickly. That my
I have
bad.
to
hit
hop
wrong
on the
button."
Mizzou lacrosse podcast after this. So
He's a busy man.
cradle.
He's
All right,
coaching
so
an
I think-
intramural volleyball team. But yeah, no,
I
I think
think
T.O.'s flashes have been better for me. But it's close. I understand obviously both arguments.
I think for the rest of this list, I think we just each give the rest in
Yeah.
order. Since
Yep.
the end part here is not going to be much to go. So I'm guessing Curtis, you're going to go Sebastian Mack, Porter.
Could you spell his name right? Okay, I didn't disrespect him that much. There we go. And that Javon, yeah. Which again, sorry, he's he's played really well. I do kind of feel bad about that. Boat.
And then it's down between Boat and Nicholas.
It's Boat for me. Don't you tell me who it's between. This is my list. No.
Really?
No. I was gonna say I want to go in reverse order because Nicholas Randall is last for me because if you foul out with 0 points, you are automatically at the bottom of my list behind the guys that have not played this season. Okay. Okay, I'm just gotta make it through. Aaron Rowe. And then Pierce, and then Burns, and then Randall. Stamp it.
That's such a
don't presume to know what I'm going to be doing, okay?
All right, I'm going to go I'm going to go Porter. And then Nicholas Randall. And then Do you like this typing sounds? Who did I miss?
You're the one keeping the list, man. Come on.
How did I miss somebody?
Did you go?
Sean Phillips. Oh my God, I forgot Sean Phillips.
We're just retroactively bumping 4 guys down. Come on.
Yeah,
you should have to stick with that. You should have to stick with that.
Funny enough, I should do that literally just because
Think
I forgot. Think it through. That's really funny.
You can't just go make, all willy-nilly.
No, I meant to put him there. Okay.
How are we supposed to know?
Mike, what's the rest of your list?
I kind of want you to fill him in to see where we're at.
Okay, so you're going to go...
Who's he got left?
So
yeah.
I'm guessing you go Sean Phillips next.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go... Boat. It's him or Randall. Unless you're going to be a troll like Curtis and put him in.
No. I mean,
because he had a really good exhibition.
Yeah. They literally played Randall 22 minutes, Boat 14 minutes. So, I mean, I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, that falls off.
All right, this is our first player power ranking. I want to do. I'm gonna have us do this a few more times throughout the season to see how it changes and matches up. Where's T.O.? Would you put T.O. above Sean Phillips or T.O. above?
No redos.
Oh.
You put T.O. here?
I'd put him at 9.
Okay.
Which I think is fair. I think he's gonna get the. Yeah, until he just had.
Dude, this is such a good tweetable list. This is why you do things.
No,
like this
is, and here's the beauty of it. Literally nobody on this list is going to be happy with this list.
No,
that's how you know you made a good list.
That's how it's a good list.
I will say I think some variation of our top 3 will end up end of season top 3. I think Cruz and Stone for me could be a variable, but it would be interesting to maybe pre-SEC play, maybe in 10 days or whatever. We do one for the outlook.
Who do you think is more important to be number 1, Ant or Mark, for the season to go well? If the season's going to go as well as you hope it is, who needs to be number 1?
Ant.
I think so too. I think Ant actually needs to be number 1 for this team to go as far as win.
I think it's a clear number 1 where I think we talked about it on our first few of the preseason, rankings with Ant being a clear-cut top 25 player and in college basketball and Mitchell being a clear-cut top 50, but there being a bit of separation. I think Ant has to be that guy. Not to say that Mitchell won't be that that counterpart that has better games than him, but I don't know. I just think Ant is just so integral to our offense.
Mm.
If
Curtis,
Ant ends up, it's there are 2 sides to it. I obviously understand that saying if Ant is our best player, I think in a world where Mark Mitchell is also playing well, that's a good thing because that means we've got something cooking. If Mitchell is injured or falls off or whatever, and that's the reason Ant's our best player, then obviously not so much. But in the good version of this discussion, I agree that, you know, Ant being our best player would probably be best for the team as a whole. Can you scroll back up for 1 second? I wanted to ask, like, who, one more like dumb question outside of like having Randall at 14. Is there anyone on this list that we feel is like way lower? Like,
I think based on preseason, Sebastian Mack is way lower than a lot of us anticipated.
8, 6, 7, 7th overall. I don't know.
Or Sean Phillips, honestly.
But we probably we would have yeah.
Who's only 6 in yours?
But that's
and then
injuries because
8.
we're only doing so far. So it's hard to say.
He was
It's hard to
sick.
say. It's fair though.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't played. Sorry, I said injuries.
I'm
I
saying
think-
Jordan won a game on having the flu. So
Supposedly.
Yeah, but I know, but would they have played Jordan with food poisoning against Howard? Or I mean, he did play against Howard. Have you seen that little like
very
mockumentary
ominous-
they made about that the pizza
very
place
ominous,
that poisoned him?
supposedly.
Yeah.
what if they kill JFK? Supposedly.
He definitely won the game. Okay, it's just like whether or not he had the flu or not, or just like, you know, because
That'll-
if you have
that'll
the
be a
flu,
to-
you're not coming back for. I don't know,
That'll be
2
a
days.
topic for the episode that Julian can't make.
Yeah. When we go through our favorite Breaking Bad episodes. Also, yeah, to finish the car discussions, I very much enjoyed. Aaron Rose, like a Project Miata. You know, like Miata, that like tiny little Mazda. I'm picturing like one with a roll cage. You know, if you're a car person, you know what we're talking about here. And then he compared Phillips to an F-150. Got some flaws, mostly gets the job done. I think that, Mark Mitchell, Shelby Mustang. The rest are probably a little too obscure for anybody else to get. But I really like the Project Miata as Aaron Rowe to finish off the car discussion.
All right, let's get down to. I don't think we need to spend too much time on this, but Mike, what's your thoughts on SC State?
We don't need
It
to
looks
talk
like
about
all their
Florian
players are bad.
Tenebay. Come on.
Deshae Knight's right. That's by far the best name. Tion Tyndall's also good.
We got
They actually
someone
have a lot
named
of good
Florian
names on this team.
Tenebay, and it's not.
There are a
even-
lot of good names on this team.
Yeah, there's the Antlers will have fun with them, I'm sure. I don't know. There's just these games are so hard to even just like. I don't know. Just
This
even
team's bad.
I mean, it's just a different kind of bad. Like,
a different kind of bad.
I mean, I will say though, or hold on, I gotta get my ducks back in a row here. Let's see. South Dakota just played on Sunday. They just played South Carolina State.
No way. What was the score?
South Dakota won 82-81.
Hey, shout out to South Dakota. I knew they had it in them.
Yeah. I don't know.
They're the Yotes.
That's crazy.
The Yotes.
82-81. So we should basically beat South Carolina State by 30 again. For sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
So we're
Or
going to
no,
be
no,
up
no.
by 3 at halftime.
no,
and
I
win by
apologize. They have
41.
nope. Never mind. Cut that, Curtis. Cut that. They have not played South Carolina. They play Dakota after us. I apologize.
What score did you give? You know?
Predictive.
Oh,
Whatever.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, cut
So-
that, Curtis. Cut
Not
that.
a big deal.
Cut.
Yeah, no, we're leaving it in. Everyone's got to know.
I'll write it
Yeah. F it.
And then next we have Cleveland State.
again. Just dog water. Like
Better than SC State by the numbers. At least they have a couple
A
players who
little
are
bit.
almost neutral
Oh.
on the Bayesian stats.
Couple good names there too.
Bolt.
Dude, what is it with these teams having guys of amazing names?
Sick.
We have
Holden Pierre Louis.
Trey Beard,
It's probably Lewis,
Priest
but I don't care.
Ryan. Priest Ryan sounds like a wrestler name or a zombie killer. And then Foster Wonders.
Foster Wonders. Dude, my dad used to listen to him in the car all the time. He made some real good jams back in the 60s. Is Foster Wonders and the Four Toppers, you know?
Both SC State and Cleveland State, their worst player has the best name. With SC State, Tion Tyndall, In Cleveland State, Foster Wonders.
I'm voting again. I'm gonna need to deep dive this, and I really do apologize to our listeners that I do not know if it is Holden Pierre Louis, but I have to assume it might be Holden Pierre Louis.
Pierre Louis.
Holden Pierre Louis.
Holden Pierre Louis.
Holden Pierre Louis. So if that's the
I'll roll
case,
with it.
then he wins.
Yeah.
All right,
they're
Mike.
just-
I actually want us to. I think this is much more important use of our time.
Yes,
Taking
yes,
us down to the
yes.
Mizzou Bayesian stats.
which I
What
think
are your thoughts on this so far?
Let
Is
them
this why you
poop.
put Anthony?
Let
Is
him
this why you
poop.
put Ant at number 1?
No, I'm a numbers guy, so yes, he was like, okay, there's clear impact on both sides of the ball. 2, I think just watching Barrett dribble the air out of the ball and not
His defense is bad, dude. T.O. Barrett's
and not have an off, like you have to have
That's your
that
guy.
semblance of like controlling the offense, and
I believe in him still.
I
not predictive.
mean,
Well, we're back in the predictive area, Curtis. You don't have to
I think
be
it's
flippant.
I think Cruz is spot on with where he's at right now. These numbers were very similar to last year, and I can't remember if Mia still weights some of these based on last year's performance. So that's something to maybe put an asterisk in.
Dude, Luke being rated have his stats being that low is criminal, in my opinion.
Well, I think if you like just watch him in general, like he's not giving up a lot of points like around him, and he's not being like a direct influence for individual scoring. I think he's doing a lot of things that do not count on the score sheet that is very impressive. And I think just from like a defensive perspective, having that reliable big body is
Telling us these advanced analytics don't tell the whole story sometimes.
no, Mr. Egghead.
I like,
no,
I like
Mike's
how
whole
you said that,
shtick
Curtis.
is gone. You know.
Curtis, I said that and then drank two-handed from a giant water bottle like a hamster.
Well, I was trying to do it away from the mic because I'd have to open another app.
You just
So it was a whole
Can
thing.
could we do a camera pan around and if there's a wheel in Curtis's room?
I could see
like
Curtis
the-
exercising only by hamster wheel. That would be
It's like one of those like dog wheels that
And-
hydrate.
and
You
it
guys
is that we
clearly
truly
don't have
sound-
ADHD, all right? Because this sounds fantastic to me.
okay. So Bayesians are great. I think it's actually fascinating that Jane Stone and Jacob Cruz are basically the exact same stats. That's actually really funny
Yeah,
on this.
I think if we go back and I can't remember what we said, but I think I was saying Stone is going to be more offensive than defensive, and
Shots
I
to
think
you.
we all knew Cruz.
Wow.
We all
Okay.
know what he is. And then our scouting report. Offensive numbers look amazing. Defense looks aight.
Yeah, our defense has kind of gone back and forth.
The 3-point shooting's been amazing, and I think the 2-point shooting is great considering that we're way bigger than everybody. We should be dominating 2-point shots.
Yeah.
Is what
It's
what
nice
what,
that we have been, at least in the second half lately, been doing that.
like when you see this like scouting report thing, Mike? What do you feel like is the most important thing to tell people?
Great question. Great question. I look at the four factors. So like effective field goal percentage, just overall shooting, twos, threes, essentially combined, your defensive effective, field goal, what's your turnover, offensive rebounds, I think doesn't get enough. It gets enough in the analytic world, gets enough noise.
Mr. Egghead, I've got a question, if you may.
Here we go. Yeah.
So turnover percentage, it's red for us at 19.7 on offense, implying that we turn it over 19.7%. But then 19.0, I guess it kind of makes sense now.
We're not forcing a lot of turnovers.
Okay.
That's just
Doesn't make sense.
like,
Yeah. Sorry, it was just the
like
0.7.
No, you're
I
good.
guess that's enough to I was like 263 to 124. That's a big jump. For
Yeah, we're
0.7
like
again.
Yeah, I mean you can
early.
peel. Yeah, you can peel that potato many ways.
Okay, I thought I was misreading
kinda
it for a
how I
second, and
look
then I
at it.
realized I'm just stupid. So
So we have a good like. I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, we're turning the ball over a little too much, and then we're forcing just about a little over average D1 forced turnovers.
it seems like we're almost forcing as many as we're
We're like,
giving
yeah,
away.
right, yeah, we're right in line. Like,
Okay.
I don't look too much.
Yeah, the
I don't look.
the colors
I
are
don't
trying to
look.
tell me the story.
I don't look like too much into turnovers. Like you can watch like, I think Brody. We were talking about UT Arlington, Mavs. Really fun team to watch. They rebound the hell out of the ball. They can score, but they turn the ball over so much. And like when it becomes just like blatantly obvious, like miscue passes, 4 or 5 dribbles up the court, and that they're running into a guy who's rolling the wrong way off a pick or something. Like we're not doing anything like too egregious, so we have those moments, but not like in volume.
I also like this effective field goal graph here, which shows
Yes.
that basically Mizzou is the best effective field goal percentage in the SEC by a wide margin,
Yeah,
and also is doing average on opponents' field goal.
yeah. I mean, I think some of that too is like when teams, it. I don't think you can, because they don't do like garbage time like they do in the NFL, where you can filter out like garbage time stats of like if you're up by 3 scores or more, like you can kind of get a raw actual rating of the game. But teams are just not like, I don't know. I like it
Mr.
so far.
Egghead, what is effective field goal percentage for those of us listening that might not know?
Send them to the principal's office.
Yes, I'll see you after class, Mr. Bottoms.
I'm Mr. Egghead. I don't know who's Mr. Egghead. Nobody knows.
I have another nickname.
There might just be some of us listening. The one viewer currently on YouTube that might not know. Explain it for Julian's dad.
For Julian's dad.
This better be pulled and put on Spotify.
Yeah,
Don't worry. I'll get this one out.
All right. It just like the raw term would just be it's like a specific. It's just like the standard, your standard field goal percentage. So just like what you shoot from the field, and then it gives you a little bit, I believe, higher value for 3-point shots. So there's like an actual formula, and I don't know if we want to run through it or not.
Yeah, it seems like a bit much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not good. You can look it up, but it's like your effective field goal equals, it's like field goals made plus I think it's a half point times your 3-point like field goals made divided by total field goal attempts or something like that. Or
We can get into it after we eat Thanksgiving dinner, and we can all just
we can
take
all
us
go
right
to
into the
sleep.
nap. Yeah, it'll be.
Yeah, that's,
But
that's what
it's
I'll say.
accounting for everything. So it's like your true, like just what you're shooting average from the field.
Okay.
Hopefully I explained that right for everyone.
All right.
Fair enough. All right, I've got
Gentlemen?
my Curdy's fun facts, real quick, just before we go. Notable alums. It's a pretty slim pickings here
Okay,
between
bang your list again,
South
yeah.
Carolina and South Carolina State and Cleveland State. Cleveland
Let me think
State.
here.
There's actually one very, very notable name, just not really to me because I'm not an MMA guy. Stipe Miocic. I believe he was a I don't know, like heavyweight, UFC champion. A pretty big
sounds
deal.
How heavy we
Sounds
talking?
heavy.
If you, I didn't even know his last name. It's just Stipe. Like I knew the name Stipe. Yeah, went to Cleveland, wrestled D1 at Cleveland State. Pretty big deal. South Carolina State. There's a lot of like random. Again, it's mostly like random politicians. Some lady named Marsha Fudge, which is speaking of cool names. The most notable South Carolina State alum that I could find is Miss USA 2017. Hey, Curdy, that's kind of interesting, you say. You know what's really interesting, guys? She was born in Naples, Italy. So next episode will be Mike and I deep diving the rules about Miss USA
It's a
and
free
why
for all.
she was allowed to compete. Because I've got some questions.
I'm sure she's academically gifted and qualified for a visa. So
she finished.
I just
She finished
imagine
in the
Curtis-
top 10 at Miss Universe. As
I just
well.
imagine Curtis hitting the vape and stamping his feet really quickly while he thinks, just like
Wait a minute, Miss USA.
during the period of my American Beauty contest.
Where is my country gone?
what's her name again?
Cara McCulloch.
I'll go back and
Cara.
I'll go back and see if I could find old odds for that and see where she was weighted.
Yeah. It's well. I mean, no. She is very smart. On Wikipedia, her professions are listed as model, chemist, and physicist, which sounds like something that I would make up.
Nice.
You know, it sounds like a fake job resume that I would make.
You know, I've
But
always considered myself
think she
somewhat of
actually
a
did it.
scientist. So
Yeah. I'm a bit of a scientist myself, Peter.
All right, gentlemen.
When I start doing my Willem Dafoe impression, we know it's time to
Please.
wrap it up.
Please end this.
Come on, we just got a new viewer 45 seconds ago. Let us cook on Breaking
we gotta
Bad.
keep-
All right,
we
that's
gotta
it.
keep this
Julian,
rolling.
take us out of here.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We are going to be seeing how the Tigers do against SC State and Cleveland State. They should crush them both. See you Tuesday and Friday. And have a good Thanksgiving. Hug your loved ones. Pet your dog. Feed your cat. And enjoy what matters in life, Tiger basketball. Take care, everyone.
MIZ.